Ed Bush, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go talk to Ed. I think he and I could do Old Man River. I think that'd be good. To talk about Ed, please welcome 2011 Hall of Fame member, Dr. Denise Bose.
A distinguished, award-winning piper. Ed Bush grew up in Cardinal, attending Thousand Island International School of Piping and Drumming each summer. Ed went on to dominate the amateur competition field as a teenager, and later in the professional category, he won many first-place prizes in Canada and US competitions. He taught at the piping school in Maxville for years and now is generally surrounded by players whom he has helped to develop, including many of his own family members and former students who have gone on to distinguish themselves in competitions. He has been a judge, composer, and organizer of pipe band events. In recent years, Ed was pipe sergeant of 2 pipe bands, including the Ottawa Police Service Pipe Band. As a soloist, he is the only Canadian-born player to have won a gold medal and bar to the medal in the same year in Pibroch Society Canada competition, and has been one of only 30 players worldwide to qualify for competitions in Scotland against the world's best soloists. He now plays in the 2-year-old Ottawa Highlanders Pipe Band, where his 2 daughters, also accomplished pipers, play on either side of him, along with his drummer brother and sister-in-law. That new band has come both first and second in North American Championship in its 2 years of competition, under the leadership of a former student of Ed's. It is the many hours he has devoted to teaching, judging, working with bands, and organizing pipe band events that set him apart from most in the piping community. We are so happy to welcome Ed Bush into the Hall of Fame.
Gosh. Thank you, Denise. And thank you, members of the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Congratulations to all the inductees this year and years past. I'm truly, deeply honored to receive this recognition. It's caused me to look back over 50-plus years of piping life, where I've made nearly all of my closest friends at competitions playing in pipe bands. And those bands, and it's a long list of pipe bands, but I want to list them. First of all, the Spencerville Legion Pipe Band, the Kempville Legion Pipe Band, the City of Brockville Pipe Band, the Rob Doyle Pipe Band of Kingston, the Dunvegan Pipe Band of Ottawa, the Parlin District Pipe Band of Newark, New Jersey, the City of Toronto Pipe Band Caberfait, the 2 CMBG Pipe Band, CFB Petawawa, the Special Services Composite Band, CFB Borden, and for the longest time, Glengarry, and more recently, of course, the Ottawa Police Services, and presently the Ottawa Highlanders. The people that contributed most and deserve the biggest thank you are firstly my late father Ken Bush and my mother Sheila Bush. Thank you for my first practice chanter, for transporting me to all the lessons, for my first set of Highland bagpipes, 1973 Hardys, lovely pipes, and for transporting me to the games and assisting me in every way possible. Thank you also to Leslie Patterson Webster, a former resident of Brockville and now residing in Concord, New Hampshire, Leslie was a Highland dance teacher and professional piper. She was a fabulous piper. She taught me how to play and express competition-style marches and Highland dance music. She ran a piping and Highland dance studio right here in Brockville, just down the street, where she employed me part-time in the evenings to teach piping to the beginners. I was 13, 14 years old. And it was those hours of teaching that strengthened my technique, and the playing for the Highland dancers that gave me the steady tempos and the good, proper lift. And I thank Leslie. Thank you to George Bealey, late George Bealey, I'm sorry, another resident of Brockville, for starting that Thousand Islands International School of Scottish Performing Arts, where I had instruction from some of the all-time greats, Seamus McNeil, Duncan Johnson, John Mackenzie Dunblane, Captain John A. McClellan, Ian McFadgen, and Archie Cairns. Thank you, Mr. Bealey. It was there that I first learned to play the P-Rock, the big music, and where I first met Colin McClellan. I owe a great deal to Colin McClellan for his friendship, his knowledge he's passed on to me, and for the direct link to his father, Captain John. Captain John A. McClellan was the head instructor at the Army School of Piping in Edinburgh, Scotland. Thank you, Colin. And lastly, thanks to my family, my lovely wife and business partner, Kelly. She sings to me every day. My daughters, Amanda and Cara, she said both fine pipers. My sons, Gavin and Liam, who work with me every day in the family business. My son-in-law, who serves our country. And a special shout out to my granddaughter, Amelia, who's out there somewhere. Hello, Amelia. Thank you all, and enjoy the evening, and I really appreciate this. Thank you.
You're watching the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame show, live from the Brockville Arts Center. Tonight's show is sponsored by PriceDeck Software, proud sponsors of the performing arts and the quality of life in the greater Brockville area. By the City of Brockville, Gare Audio, The Recorder and Times, by Photovision and Alan Brown's, and by 104.9 JRFM, more music variety. And now, more of the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame show.
We were just deciding, can Ed play Old Man River or not? We're not there yet. Please welcome to introduce our major sponsor. She does afternoons on JRFM. Please welcome Wendy Wright.
How's everybody doing tonight? Just got to say congratulations to everyone who made this night just such a success, and to all the inductees. Thank you for being here tonight. This Hall of Fame could not have happened without numerous people, but Mr. Brockville himself, Bruce, being one of them. I am very lucky to work with him. I moved to Brockville not too long ago. It doesn't feel like I'm new though, because Kimberly's right. This community is just so warm and welcoming, so thank you for that. This Hall of Fame could also not happen without sponsors, so thank you to all who make this possible. 14 years ago, when Bruce approached PriceDeck about sponsoring the show, they said yes without hesitation. PriceDeck is a proud sponsor of the performing arts in our community, everything from St. Lawrence College, music theater program, to the summer series here at the Brockville Arts Center. To say a few words on behalf of PriceDeck, please welcome the President and CEO, Terry O'Reilly.
I brought some notes to keep me organized. Come fly with, excuse me, but while I'm on that subject, I'd like to take a second here for me to say thank you to this wonderful band and to ask you to join me. Lance Bouchard and the Hall of Fame. That done, I know that there are others coming more important to hear from than I, so I will try to be brief. Most of us are here to honor, recognize, applaud, and thank those who have taught, created, performed, and supported, and made, and continue to make the lively arts a pillar, an important pillar, of our quality of life in Brockville and the surrounding area. Price-Dex is genuinely proud to be a founding and continuing sponsor of this very meaningful Hall of Fame program. In that respect, I would also like to stop for a moment and pay special tribute to Bruce Wiley for feeling, caring, and launching this program some 14 years ago. Join me. Bruce Wiley. On behalf of myself, my beloved spouse, Catherine, my Price-Dex colleague, Jeff Marshall, and the entire Price-Dex family, I'd like to take the opportunity to offer our hearty congratulations to this year's class of inductees and their families. Again, a recurring regard to all other Hall of Fame members. Tonight, to you inductees, we honor you for your commitment and contribution to music and the performing arts in our community and beyond it, for making our community richer for your presence and for your inspiration to us all, and for your wonderful contributions enriching our lives and our community. We choose this night to collectively and sincerely say, thank you.
Harry, for everything that you do in our community. Thank you. So this next group, for 46 years, have been performing at no-cost events, schools, retirement centers, fundraising events. They exemplify great music, great friendship. It's a winning combination for any group. So under the direction of Stuart McMartin, the Thousand Islanders. What's that?
You gotta sing, 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 sing out loud, no matter if you stay on track. You gotta sing, 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 sing out loud, oh, don't you dare hold nothing back. You gotta sing, 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 sing out loud, don't matter if you stay on track. You gotta sing, sing, sing out loud, oh, don't you dare hold back. Don't you hold back now.
How do I follow something like that? For those of you who don't know, I worked 40 years at a place down in Maitland called DuPont. And when I retired, I got hired by Oprah, and I worked for WW. Now, on the silent auction, there's 7 restaurants, and every one of them has something that will fit into your WW journey. So make sure you go to the silent auction. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016, an award-winning actress, and she is currently in rehearsal for a play in the Domino Theater in Kingston. To introduce our next inductees, Hall of Famer Lisa LaRue.
This is my side? Sure. Okay. Put your stuff on top of mine. And I'll take it away. I've always wanted to do this. Now I can. Do I have to sing this then? No, but you need to move that so that I can introduce you.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Okay, let's get this.
The
let's share.
Thousand
Let's
Islanders
just share.
has been singing a cappella harmony in the barbershop style for over 45 years in Brockville and area. They belong to Harmony Incorporated, an international organization that strives to help women find their voice. Their love of harmony has allowed them to share their talents and conduct workshops in many different venues, ranging from schools to retirement homes, long-term care homes, and numerous fundraising events. They donate annually towards autism needs in schools, as well as to various one-time donations to such valuable programs as the Touch of Rainbow Therapeutic Riding Program. Their mandate is to empower women through a cappella music, friendship, education, and an opportunity while instilling joy in the community. I have fond memories of my friendships and have enjoyed many a laugh on many a weekend competition when I was a member of the Thousand Islanders. Please join me now in congratulating our newest inductees into the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame, the Thousand Islanders Chorus.
Well, between what his introduction from Mike and what Lisa just said, I don't have very much to say. However, you're going to hear it anyway, because a lot of work went into this. Okay, empowering women through a cappella music, friendship, education, and opportunity, while instilling joy in our community. This is our mission statement, and it encapsulates who we are. We are the Thousand Islanders Chorus, a chapter of Harmony Incorporated, an international organization of barbershop choruses, and we love what we do. We come together for weekly rehearsals simply for the love of music. We welcome opportunities to share our music throughout the area in performances in schools, like Lisa said, schools, retirement and nursing homes, private functions, concerts in the park, wineries. That was a fun one, wasn't it? The winery was a really fun one. On King Street in Brockville and Prescott for Santa Claus parades and festivals, and Christmas downtown caroling for the DBIA. In short, you can hear us almost anywhere. The sharing of both music and friendship makes us a very special group. We delight in opening our doors to anyone who can sing. We have to be a woman though, sorry. We do not require musical training or experience. In this way, we share both our knowledge and our passion for harmony with women who might not otherwise have an opportunity. It has been almost 50 years, I think we're approaching 47 or 48 years, since a group of women, local women, decided to give it a try at ringing chords. Since then, the chorus has had many wonderful women from all walks of life from across the area, coming together to share the joy of four-part a cappella harmony. We are delighted to have some of these members in our audience tonight to help us celebrate. These women have played a part in our journey, and we ask them to stand now and be acknowledged. I think you're over there somewhere. We have also been blessed through the years with talented directors. Diane Ball, David Carr, Callie Tripp, Jane Dargy, Anne Foy, B.J. Vermew, and Stuart McMartin. Where is he? There he is. And Stuart McMartin. Last but not least, we are fortunate to have several of these directors with us tonight. I ask that they stand as we show our appreciation. Again, I think we're there. We also have the privilege of having 3 quartets in our ranks who perform in the community. We are deeply honored to be a part of the Performing Arts Hall of Fame evening. We would like to thank Brockville and the surrounding area for inviting us to share our music over the years and for inviting us to share it tonight on this stage. In closing, we would like to offer this phrase for thought. Ordinary women, that's us, eh? We're all pretty ordinary. Ordinary women making extraordinary music. We feel these words describe us perfectly. We are grateful for the opportunity we have experienced over these many years in sharing our love of harmony. We are particularly grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this extraordinary experience tonight. On behalf of the Thousand Islanders, thank you.
Watching the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame show, live from the Brockville Arts Center. Tonight's show is sponsored by PriceDex Software, proud sponsors of the performing arts and the quality of life in the greater Brockville area. By the City of Brockville, Gare Audio, The Recorder and Times, by Photovision and Alan Brown's, and by 1049 JRFM, more music variety. And now, more of the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame show.
All righty, we are nearing the end of this 2014 show. You just heard some of the sponsors. Also want to say thank you to the crew that we can't have a live TV show without a TV station.
That's right.
So you can watch this on your TV. Do you know that?
Your TV?
Your TV.
Your TV.
Yeah, your TV at home.
Oh,
it's
your
called
TV.
Your TV.
Oh, yes.
It used to be Cogeco, used to be Brockville Cable. We're not sure what it's going to be next year.
Yes.
But this year, it's Your TV.
I'd like to say hello to my Aunt Joan, who watches faithfully Your TV.
Yep,
There you go.
All right. So thank you, Your TV. Sean Wright, the guys in the truck, people on the cameras, thank you. Big hand for Your TV. And we did something that we've never done before.
Okay.
Today before the show. What happened?
What did we do? We went out for Chinese food.
Yeah.
We blew up balloons. We tried to rehearse.
Right.
It worked well. What else?
Okay. Well, then somebody was driving down the street.
Oh, we got picked up in a limo. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I've always wanted to be picked up
In a limo.
in a limo.
So 2 guys come out of a Chinese restaurant in tuxedos, and a limo pulls up in the middle of Brockville. Did
Yeah.
we get looks?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we did.
So Howard Travel brings our limos. If you're looking for a wedding, if you want to impress your neighbors, give Howard Travel a call. Just wait till they look and that limo pulls up and you get in.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Lots of
Excellent.
room. Howard Travel.
Big hand for our sponsors. Thank you. All right, off you go.
All right.
Our last inductee graduated from South Grenville High School. As I mentioned earlier, she didn't have music in her veins at that time, but she certainly got them into her veins. She is a renowned jazz singer throughout the province of Ontario, northern New York State. Please welcome home to Brockville and Prescott, Brenda Lewis.
comic Valentine. You make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? So don't change a hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? So don't change a hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's. Each day is Valentine's. Each day is Valentine's Day. Thank you. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear. When you sigh, never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves feeling cool? When we love, that's the kind of magic music we make. make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to cry. That's how I'll cry on my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. A lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above, all because we're in love. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to cry. That's how I'll cry on my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above. We're in love. Thank you very much, and please give a big hand to just about half of the Music Hall of Fame Orchestra. And a big hand to the sound crew.
Wow, 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 wow. So, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2007 with the group The Graduates, our next presenter that's going to introduce our sixth inductee, Hall of Famer, Barry Green. Woo!
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Our sixth inductee, as Bruce has mentioned, was born in Brockville and raised in Prescott, my hometown. After graduating from South Grenville District High School, Brenda Lewis discovered her true gift of singing. She later moved to Guelph, where she is a businesswoman and a jazz blues roots singer. Over her 25 years plus music career, she has become an acclaimed jazz vocalist. Her carefully crafted CDs, Jazz-like and Far and Near, have received radio airplay on CBC, BBC, and FM 91.1 Toronto. As well, she has sung as a guest vocalist for many other artists' CDs. Brenda performs with a jazz guitar accompanist, as a guest soloist, or with her quartet or her quintet. Brenda is in constant demand with a very busy performance schedule in Guelph, Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, Toronto, Oakville, St. Catharines, TD Niagara Jazz Festival, and numerous venues in Southern Ontario. The list goes on. She recently sat in as a vocalist with the Iris Ornig Trio at the world-renowned Catano Hotel Jazz Club in New York City. And still returns to this area frequently, singing at Merrickville's Jazz Fest, the Thousand Islands Jazz and Blues Festival, and Zola's in Ottawa. This lady gets around. Despite her travels, Brenda has always stayed closely connected with her birthplace and hometown's family, friends, and music fans. On a personal note, for many years, I lived right around the corner from the Lewis family in Prescott. I also worked at RCA with her dad, Henry, a lovely gentleman. What I did not know was that Henry, from a Czech Jewish family, was at age 14 one of 669 children sent on one of 7 trains to England in 1939, just before the outbreak of the Second World War. These trains became known as the Kindertransport. It was only in 1988 that the world and Henry found out that his benefactor was British stockbroker Nicholas Winton. In 2009, Brenda had the honor to meet the now Sir Nicholas Winton in England after the reenactment in Czechoslovakia of the 8th train that never left. Her dad was one of Nicky's children. It is safe to say, without Sir Nicky, Brenda would not be here tonight to receive this honor. So it is with great pleasure that I welcome Brenda Lewis to the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame.
Don't need my cheaters after all. Barry, thank you so much for your very kind words. I'm especially moved that you shared my father's story. Indeed, my brother and sister and I would not be here if not for dear Nicholas Winton's generosity, had he not saved my dad's then young life. I know that Dad and my mother, Pat, would be so proud to see me inducted into our local Music Hall of Fame, and I'm grateful that they ensured that music and the arts were important facets of us kids' upbringing. They supported each of us in whatever paths that each of us chose. Big thanks to my older brother Dave, a gifted longtime professional musician himself, for encouraging me to going into this crazy and wonderful business, and to my big sister Patty for always being my biggest fan. Special thanks to my now life partner, Ian, who was my first professional music partner, for all of your support over this 25-year journey, including roadie duties, being a photographer, you name it, editing videos, taking them. He does it all. And big congrats to Bruce Wiley, Lance Bashara, and everyone who worked so hard at organizing this annual event to recognize the wealth of creative talent in this region. Seriously, give a big hand to everybody. Brockville and Prescott are still always home to me, and I feel honored to share the stage and wall with all of the new inductees tonight and inductees past. Finally, I thank my lifelong friends and many former classmates, teachers, and community leaders for coming out to my concerts and festival appearances when I'm here in the area, especially Sandra Lawn, who nominated me for tonight's award. I'm also very proud to be in the company of swing band leader Moxie Whitney, and a man who inspired me in music early on, my high school music teacher, Walter Hoffman. Again, thank you very much. This is truly an honor.
Wow, a great class again this year, Michael.
In one of our conversations, Bruce said, now when you were inducted, how was the evening? And I said, it's like getting married. It's the longest and shortest thing ever in your life. You don't think it'll ever come. These people will wake up tomorrow and go, I was in the Hall of Fame, did I do that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
We have several previous Hall of Famers, and I'd like to recognize the returning Hall of Famers tonight. From that first class of 2006, Mr. Tom Wilson.
Yay!
Also from that first class, she is in the Hall of Fame Orchestra, Judy Quick. From the class of 2007, from the graduates, Barry Green, backstage here. From the class of 2009, Chris Coyer. From the class of 2010, the leader, the conductor of the Hall of Fame Orchestra, Lance Bashara. At this time, I would ask the new inductees, if they could please wind themselves up to get behind stage. From the class of 2011, Dr. Denise Bose. And, what are you doing?
They're coming.
Okay. And the man beside me, inducted in 2011 along with his wife Cheryl, Mike Trussell. From the class of 2012 in the Hall of Fame Orchestra, one of the many Alexanders in the hall, Bruce Alexander. Also from the class of 2012, she is a member of the Lady Barbershoppers, and you think you heard she was also the conductor or leader of the Lady Barbershoppers, Callie Tripp. From the class of 2013, Margot Green. From the class of 2014, Marianne Bim. Marianne is our stage director behind, and she never likes to come up. See that? You just get a wave. Also from the class of 2014, Mr. Harold Hess. From the class of 2015, Ethna Dunbar. Also from the class of 2015, Sir John A. MacDonald, or Brian Porter. From the class of 2016, Terry O'Reilly. And from the class of 2018, Dave Cody. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all of the returning Hall of Famers. All right, if I could get the new inductees out on stage, please. Get Reg out here. Move down this way, girls. Move down this way. There you go. All right. That's a pretty good looking class, isn't it? As the founder and the chairman of the Brockville Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame, it's now my pleasure to induct each of you. Alex, when you came to Brockville and I heard that voice, I said, Old Man River. We're going to do it one time. Absolutely. Right? Yeah. Alex, I welcome you and induct you into the Brockville Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Hi, Jane. To the Lady Barbershoppers, who've been going for, I'm not sure if it's 42 or 46 years, but we're getting close to 50, right? Yes. And you performed literally all over this area, but certainly probably all over North America whenever the contests are. No? Well, maybe. Yeah. It's an honor to welcome the Thousand Islanders Lady Barbershoppers into the Brockville Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Right? There's some carnations you can share. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. You know, it's always sad when you lose a friend, and a couple of years ago, I lost a friend in Rowley. And Scott, when you wrote the things that your father had done, I knew he'd done all those things. Nobody had ever told, nobody had ever submitted it before. And I'm really glad that the Hall of Famers decided that Rowley should be in the Hall of Fame. It's an honor to induct your dad and your husband, Rowley Evans, into the Brockville Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Brenda, as I mentioned, when you appeared, that was the first time I knew there was a Brenda Lewis who could sing from Prescott when she came to the Thousand Islands Jazz and Blues Festival. And we had a chance to talk at that time, and I know it was Sandra Lon that submitted your nomination form a few years ago. It took a few years, but Brenda, it's a pleasure, it's an honor to induct you into the Brockville Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Reg, you epitomize everything that a man should be, what a volunteer should be, what a dreamer should be. You dreamed a lot of things. You made a lot of things happen. And we're so glad that you didn't travel the world, that you managed to stay in Brockville. Reg, what an honor it is to induct you, Reg Francis, into the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Sometimes, I gotta say, sometimes I'm not sure whether the pipes are crying or playing, but you made them sing tonight. And we talked about it, Old Man River is possible. Ed, welcome to the Hall of Fame. It's my honor to induct you, Ed Bush, into the Brockville and Area Music and Performing Arts Hall of Fame. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet and welcome the class of 2019. Big hand for the Hall of Fame Orchestra under the direction of Lance Bechera. All of our sponsors. Remember the silent auction outside. Michael, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight. Please greet the Hall of Famers outside in the reception before you leave, and remember to bid in the silent auction. Good night from the Brockville Arts Center. Thank you, your TV.
Good night.